I'm Kalyn Rothaus, and that's me and my first building project and my first power lunch. For as long as I can remember, I've wanted to be a designer. And now here I am, creating functional and fabulous spaces. This is my client, Mark Alfieri, founder and chairman of BrandStar, and that's Carmen, his chief operating officer.
In the first season, I converted an old warehouse into a high-tech office space of the future. But how could I renovate one building without doing the building next door? Our high-tech renovation continues as season 2 gets underway. Hi, and welcome back to Office Spaces. I'm Kalyn Rothaus, and a lot has happened since we wrapped season 1. So put on your hard hat, it's time to get up to speed before the next phase of construction starts. First up, a flashback to season 1, just in case you missed it.
The building needed to be gutted to the shell, and then I started the build. We made fast progress on all the framing and drywall. And once all the windows and doors were installed, the building was finally sealed to keep things cool for the workers. I decided to utilize the existing concrete from the old building for all the high traffic and wet areas. So I had Supercrete come in to treat and restore all the old concrete. I even helped them add a decorative overlay of concrete to the bathroom walls. The end result looked fantastic. So we next installed glass partitions from Carvart for the offices and conference rooms, along with custom vanities from La Cava for the bathrooms. We also put luxury vinyl tile on all the floors in the meeting rooms and office spaces for a very durable and long-lasting finish. Then it was time to light this place up as we turned our attention upwards toward the ceiling. I added some fun elements of design, like decorative cloud formations and drop ceilings to address sound and acoustics. This building is filled with new technology, and it was exciting to integrate it all into my design. Painting the offices and adding the furniture was the next step. The furniture from Mayline was perfect for the private offices, and the systems furniture for the large bullpen area was designed to create a collaborative work area for up to 54 employees. Of course, when you have that many people in one space, you're bound to have noise issues, but that issue was solved with innovative sound masking technology from Dynasound. After all this structural work and installing all the high-end technology, it was time to add something I'm sure the employees will love. We installed a kitchen along with a micro market and a really cool watering station. Next up for this project were all the electronics. We installed some amazing projectors and screens, along with a corporate messaging channel for the employees, and a truly incredible state-of-the-art conference space, as well as some really cool furniture that's both functional and has a dual purpose. So now our design accomplishments could be seen everywhere, from fabulous acoustic felt material on the walls, to custom series seating in our boardroom, and even our own signature scent. It's all about design and functionality for a state-of-the-art workspace. I finished up the interior by adding high-tech building management software to actually control the airflow and energy of this building. I also installed the latest in communication advancements and kept things mobile and modular in the social digital space, which I consider the heartbeat of this company. Plus, I added a little, well, make that a lot of color to keep things interesting. Finally, I turned my attention to the exterior of the building as we painted the town and added the logo and lighting to the BrandStar building that will light up the night sky. The concrete was poured, the paving laid down, and an array of plant life arrived to make this a true tropical setting. It was all we needed to get ready for the final reveal of this office space of the future.
Seems like yesterday. And guess what? I'm back. That's right, BrandStar president and my client Mark Alfieri decided the studio needed a makeover too. And well, I'll let you watch.
Hello?
Hey, Kalyn, it's Mark Alfieri.
Hi.
How are you?
I'm doing great. How you doing?
I'm doing great.
What's going on?
Good. Listen, I need your help. I need to get you over here as soon as possible. It's time to take the studio to the next level so that we can match it up to the wonderful job you did in our corporate offices.
Well, great. When can we meet?
Actually, if this afternoon, if you have any time, that'd be great.
I think I happen to have an opening this afternoon for you, Mark, so I will be over there by 4 o'clock.
Oh, awesome. I look forward to seeing you then.
Hi, Mark. How's everything with you?
Oh, great, but crazy. So we gotta
Let's talk.
Yeah, come on and have
All
a
right,
seat.
awesome. Thank you.
So here's the deal. You did an awesome job, first of all, with this building. It's incredible.
Thank you.
You know, I love it. Everybody here loves it. But now it's time to do the other side.
Okay.
You know, we're in the middle of a big expansion, so we're going to be adding like 40 to 50 employees.
Wow.
And so
Well,
I know.
congrats.
I know, it's great. It's great news, but you know, we have a warehouse back there, and I want to convert it to offices, industrial, but I want the same look and feel of what we have going on over here.
So, Mark, tell me a little bit about the people who work in that building.
Okay, primarily what we have over there is the creative production staff, right? So these are the content creators for our shows. They're working in studio, they're working in edit suites, they're working, you know, crazy hours, as you know, in TV, so it has to have that vibe for these guys. One other thing, it's very important, we have high-profile participants and brands that come on our shows to be experts. And we want to make sure if they have a space that's unique, that they can relax and get ready for the shoot that's about to happen. We want all of the brands that are the stars of our show to feel real good about being here in our studio. Okay, so you ready for the challenge?
I am.
All right, you're hired. So now let's show you your office so we can get started, okay?
Can't wait.
So I got you close by. We put you in a nice corner office here.
Fantastic.
So
Well,
that
thank you.
we're really next to each other and we can collaborate. This is great.
Thank you so much.
Let's get started,
Let's
okay?
do it. As you can see, I've got lots to do. So stick around as I put my design plan into action. Before we go to break, check this out, courtesy of our friends at the Draw Shop.
It's been proven that color affects mood, productivity, and performance. They say colors speak all languages, but can you speak color? So get ready for some colorful facts essential to understanding color theory. In 1666, our good friend Sir Isaac Newton caught beams of sunlight in a small prism, proving that white light's composed of all visible colors on the spectrum. We know there are three primary colors: red, yellow, and blue. These colors can't be formed by mixing any other colors together, and actually all other colors are made from them, which is why they're called primary. There are some secondary colors and even more tertiary colors. Now you know a bit about color theory, an inexpensive way to brighten your mood and boost productivity. So get going, transform your headspace, grab a paintbrush, and change your color story.
Welcome back. So now that I have my marching orders, it's time to do a walkthrough and assemble my team.
All right, let's start in the lobby here.
So this is your grand entrance.
It is, right? And today, it's nice, it's okay. Brands come in here and clients come through here. We want them to come in here and say, wow, this is, you know, wow. Yeah.
Maybe we can do like a big garden wall and sort of bring the outdoors in this area with the
Wow.
natural light, a customized garden wall that introduces your brand. And I'd maybe like to move this planar mosaic video wall to another location because I don't think you get the visual and see how cool this is.
Yeah, I agree. So we have our makeup room in here, right? So this is where we do all of our makeup. And today we have this, you know, frosted glass on here.
Just a film, right?
Yeah, it's like a film that's on there.
Well, I've got a very cool product for you. It's
Okay.
called Smart Tint, and it is a film, but it's actually gas, so it'll just flick on and off. It's really cool.
Like you can turn it on and it closes, it makes it dark? And
Yes,
so
so you can't see through. So
Wow.
you'll have some privacy in these zones.
That's great. And then what are you thinking about like for the flooring? Because we have carpet there and then tile.
This is a porcelain, but it's super outdated.
Right.
So what if we replaced it with a different porcelain that was a little bit more contemporary?
Okay.
And then we put a luxury vinyl tile like we have in your building next door. Are you happy with that?
Yeah, I love it. So that would tie very nicely, right?
So Gerflor makes a really cool one.
Okay.
And it has that same sort of wood look that you have next door, so maybe it'll help tie in the two buildings together a little bit. It'll
So
all
it
sort of
fits.
look like one floor.
Right. All right. I like it.
Because
That's
right
good.
now it feels very choppy and broken up, and
It
you
does.
have all this glass. And
Like
it's
right
very open here, so
Yeah.
maybe we can tie those areas
So
together.
you get the lights, floor. I mean, look, you have
Here.
light bulbs going out and whatnot.
I work with a great company, some buddies of mine over at Lumen Optics, and I think that they could come out and probably retrofit all the lighting in your building.
Wow.
And upgrade you to LED lights, so you'll
Yeah,
save on
we
your
need to do
energy.
This is the control room. Jeannie, what are we shooting on set?
Doing some balancing act today with Olga.
Oh, okay. So one of the things in the control room is that there's a little bit of noise and echo. So if we could actually do some sound deadening in the ceiling, that would be really helpful. And then something with the floor in here. Thank you, guys.
Okay.
Come on, let's go in the studio. I want to pop in here real quick and just show you another between shoots. So, hey, Olga, how you doing? All right?
Hey.
Good?
Good.
All right, awesome. Okay, in here, again, I'd like to work on the ceiling for acoustics, but also I think we need to change out the AC units. They make too much noise and they're not efficient,
Okay.
and they're really, really old.
I see you have a foam on the
Yeah, but
ceiling
not
already.
really. It's just an old coating. When it rains, you hear the noise coming through here. So if
Okay.
we could get some acoustical.
You know, there is a
we could-
product, it's a spray foam. It probably wouldn't be too hard to apply and not do too much moving around of your
Okay.
lights and things like that. It's by a company called USI, and they literally come in and spray.
Spray it out.
Yep.
All right, that's exactly what we need. We don't want to keep them going, so let's
All
get
right.
out of here. Okay, so let's go in the back here and look at the edit suites, because I think I might want to move those to a different area, and you can see what's happening in our post-production.
Okay.
Hey guys, what's happening?
Hey, how are
How's it
you?
going today?
Great.
Good? What are we working on in here?
Military makeover.
All right, so how you guys coming along in the show? Is it almost done?
We are just finishing up episode 1 right now.
Okay, thanks guys. Okay, here's an edit suite that there's nobody in right now. So if you kind of look at this, it's just blah. I mean,
Yeah.
there's nothing here.
Right.
We got the old carpet. We need to redo this. Maybe even move the location of it. I have an idea in my head as far as the warehouse space is concerned, and where maybe we can turn that into the post-production and creative environment, so the producers and the directors
Interesting.
and the editors are all in there, and let's get a really cool space for these guys.
Well, if you could get this whole team together, their energy would probably be really fun in that space.
Yeah, same exact challenge we had when we did the first building.
Right.
Is that you have things in silos, and I want to break that down, get everybody working together in a collaborative environment, but yet give them functional space so they have the privacy. that they
Well,
need.
let's talk about that warehouse space.
Okay, let's do that next. Before we go into the warehouse area, again, look at where the producers work today. You have these high cubicles, and it just, it's not conducive. It just doesn't work. I mean, it's sad. Let's just figure out how to clean this up. So
All
let me
right.
take you into the warehouse. The last area that we really need to discuss, right, is I have this warehouse space. It stores all of our sets and props and tapes, the old tapes. So it's just an old warehouse space. What I'm thinking in my head is that we literally put 50 people in this warehouse space.
We want to get started fast.
Right.
Maybe we go modular.
When you say modular, what do you mean?
Well, so maybe because we have a lot of ceiling height
Okay,
throughout the building,
right?
maybe we convert this warehouse to a 2-story, double-decker
Ooh.
offices, open plan,
Yes.
and use modular construction, because we can have it here in just a matter of weeks.
You have a company that you work with for that?
I
or-
do, and they're
Hey,
really
cool
great
looking
guys.
design,
Real funky, real industrial. They're called Allied Modular. The other thing maybe we can do to keep this space feeling kind of funky, and because it is for a creative team, I want to bring a lot of energy in there. Maybe do some murals and some,
You mean like on the wall, like a whole wall?
like a
stuff?
whole wall or something cool. Okay, Mark, so our next steps is really to assemble the team,
Okay.
bring in some old players and some new players, and let's talk a little bit more with them.
Collaboration is the broccoli of human interaction. You know, that thing we all need and get our kids to try, but most adults try to avoid? But truth is, nothing really important or new has happened without good old collaboration. With the internet, there are more tools now than ever to bridge the gap and help people from across the globe to collaborate. Research psychologist Jonathan Haidt tells us that happiness is actually found when you lose yourself working for a greater whole. So teams make us happier. Here are some fast-track items to implement that improve collaboration. An open plan and other designs that encourage accidental interactions. Areas that hold 2 or more people rather than single occupancy offices. Purpose-free generic thinking areas to encourage workers to think and work together. Once spaces are created and collaborative technology is incorporated, it's a matter of waiting for the magic to happen.
All right, Mark, so we've assembled the team, And let me walk you through some new players, some faces you'll recognize. We have Alberto, who you know, who worked with us on this project, and he is our architect. I'm very glad you're back, Alberto. We have George, and George is going to be our general contractor for the project. So George, you don't know Russ and Ryan, so let me introduce you. They are my right and left hand. They are our internal BrandStar construction team. Anything under the sun you could really dream of, these guys can get it done.
In this particular case, it's very interesting because I've known the architect for many, many years, and I've worked with him, and we've collaborated in many projects.
I have a few people that I'd love to introduce to you guys, some really great partners. We have Johnson Controls. They are going to be helping us with our HVAC, our air conditioning throughout the building.
We need to be able to monitor the AC environment to make sure that all the machinery and everything we have is staying cool, and the folks that are in there working they have the right kind of environment to work.
Mark walked me through what his vision is for this building, and we've got a lot of phases to discuss. But the most complicated piece of this puzzle is that we really need to work around the folks that are still producing content within the building. My friends over at Bedrosians, they are going to be providing us with some tile for the high traffic zones. So Ryan and Russ, you guys have a lot of tile to chip up and jackhammer.
So one of the main concerns with me when we do all this demo work is it's loud, it's very, very dusty. So I've come up with a plan, I think, to counteract that, to not only work around the production schedule, but work the flow of traffic, the way people move through the building, and address all those issues.
Well, the studio is obviously where everything takes place. And this is where the meat and potatoes, so to speak. It's an existing facility. We are going to modernize it pretty much the same we did with this building. You know how Mark is. I think originally this building we were supposed to do it in like 45 days.
How many months are we thinking this will take to complete?
This is about a 4-month project.
We have a very short window of time to do this. So we're talking about getting in here in 90 days or less. That's 12 weeks.
The challenges are tremendous. Like this one as well, we want to do it as soon as possible. And I think it's going to go relatively smooth, but in construction, you know how it is.
This is going to be one of those challenges, but one that I'm very confident that the group that you assembled, we can put it together.
Before we go to break, check this out, courtesy of our friends at the Draw Shop.
Unwanted noise is one of the biggest complaints in the workplace, and that adds up. Distraction from background noise can cause up to 66% drop in productivity in the workplace. But you can make some changes to your workplace so it becomes more productive and quiet. It's simple once you understand some key acoustic principles. Hard surfaces such as glass and stone help sound waves to bounce around easily. To reduce noise, add some acoustic baffles to areas with harder materials. Today, many baffles are disguised as art installations, so they're pleasing to the eye and the ear. You can also use a sound masking system. These systems introduce background noise that increases privacy and productivity in open offices. If you don't have the budget for baffles and systems, just plug in some noise-canceling headphones. There are many on the market, and for a small cost, concentration is right at your fingertips.
So my team is in place. I've got my design concept. My client is on board, and it's time to get phase 2 truly underway. Here's a sneak peek.
Things are really going to get crazy as we take over a vibrant production studio to renovate the entire space while everyone is still at work. We'll be adding an additional 6,000 square feet of office space for those funky and focused creative types who make up the world of television production. But rather than using the traditional construction method, which can take months to complete, I've decided to go modular in design. It will mean a total renovation of an outdated building with its old floors, archaic lighting, and inefficient workspace. I'll be creating an industry-leading, state-of-the-art production facility, all while producers and editors are hard at work and network program production is underway. It's going to be a crazy schedule on a really tight deadline. You'll have to see it to believe it.
That's our show. I hope you're as excited as I am about phase 2. Please join us as season 2 gets underway. Until then, keep designing.